Hello, everybody. It is time to start the race. Y'all ready? I know I am. Let's get into it. So, firstly, you gotta introduce the track. It's Bahrain. We all know and love this circuit. The Bahrain International at Sakir. The Sakir Bahrain International Circuit. Sorry. 3.3 miles, 15 turns. Very, very tricky sector 2 with that turn 10. Always gets a lot of lockups and is always something to watch out for. But you have two great commentators to see that with. You have me and Dreams. You there, Dreams?
I'm excited for today. Bahrain is always super good for league racing and just racing in general. So, yeah, I'm excited.
I 100% feel you. Bahrain is, well, the race we saw yesterday in the real Grand Prix, as well as the race we're going to see right now, today on Sunday, which is when we're normally used to seeing these races, isn't it? Just on a Sunday morning, uh, really early in the morning, normally in the past.
Um, I don't know how I felt about it being on a Saturday. It like kind of threw off my whole Saturday.
It
It felt like
really
it was
did.
Sunday that whole time. But oh well.
Yeah, it's one of those schedule changes that we just don't really expect, and then like we just do it and it feels weird and we're just gonna have to get used to it. Same with what happened at Las Vegas. Real quick, while we have time, this lobby still hasn't started. They're about to get going now. Have you had a chance to look at these driver standings?
Oh no, but I'm guessing Jim's like 40 points in the lead.
Jim is 31 points in the lead last time I checked. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure, which is kind of
I'm
nuts.
taking a look. See right now, 36.
Yeah, 36 points. We'll get into it just a little bit whenever we start qualifying, but
Yeah,
Jim
I'm gonna
is.
take one stat here that I literally just picked up.
Go ahead.
Jim has as many podiums as the next three drivers in the championship standings combined.
Mm-hmm. It's nuts. He's been so consistently on this podium, and I've been here for I want to say 3 weeks now, and he hasn't left the podium.
He hasn't left the podium in all 6 weeks.
Exactly. It's
It's
crazy how consistent he's been doing. And he even
lucky that man has been. Wow.
I don't know if you remember, but he said earlier in the season that he could never get a season started, he could never get a season going to win him a championship. And here he is that season doing amazingly well and on the verge of closing the championship early.
Yeah, I mean, well, we have this, including this race, we have 3 races left.
Correct.
So, I mean,
He could
he
close
wins
it
this
next
race.
race.
He could close it this race.
No, because
Toast.
he still has through. Well, yeah, no, he
Toast.
still has
If
three
Toast
races after.
DNFs. Is this only? Oh, it's 3 races after. Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
yeah,
Next race he could close it. Next race he has a really good chance of closing it out.
yeah.
I might
It's
have. Is this round 6 or 7?
this is round 7. And then we have round 8, 9, and 10, which is
Okay,
three
I'm
more
just gonna.
after. Yeah, it's weird, but it's so frightening to see that Jim is just on this streak after saying he wouldn't be on this streak. It's good to see, of course. As we're actually starting the lobby. Uh, Hello, Bouncy. Hello, Jatin in chat. Welcome to the stream. Remember to like the video, like the stream, subscribe if you haven't already. Um, if you haven't pressed the notify me button on the other streams, do it because they're gonna be awesome as well. And remember to stay hydrated. With the trim for arrow purposes. That's funny.
No, we're not talking about haircuts.
We're not
We're
talking
not talking.
about haircuts today. No
I'm not
haircut
gonna lie.
talk.
Next week we will be. I'm gonna have a haircut, so
I
we're
have
gonna
a
be talking
haircut
about
now. That's
haircuts.
why they're talking about
Yeah.
it.
All right, we'll just talk about haircuts every week.
Every
So
week, it's just one of our topics.
just wait till yeah, top 5 worst debut. Yeah. Um,
Let's go ahead
nah,
and get
just wait till
into
Tilla gets in here.
the yeah, let's go ahead and get into the quali session now. They're just loading in, waiting for everyone waiting for everyone to choose their tires. Had a little bit of a delayed start. I think people were still getting in the lobby. You can't do another debut, just so you know, Jen. You can only have
That's true.
one debut.
Well, we could scrap that debut because wow.
It was
I
pretty
mean,
bad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not,
it was it was bad. I
it was
mean,
pretty
I'm not
bad.
saying you're a bad driver, but wow,
It was
that was a bad race,
yeah.
and that happens. But
So
I think quick little qualifying prediction. I think Nikki G,
oh
P1 finishes
okay.
the race outside of the points.
Nikki G. Okay, so we're starting off the day very spicy. Nikki G is
It's not even
already getting
spicy. It's just
hate.
what happens.
It's fair, but you're already starting it with a controversial take. Not
It's
controversial take.
calculated hate.
It's a
It's
calculated hate.
statistical
Oh,
hate.
fair enough.
Nikki G's
Fair
crazy
enough.
fast. He'll figure out the race. I think.
Who's coming out
Do
of
we
the
have a?
pits?
I think it's Jen or Angry Shadow.
It's
I can't.
Jen.
Why
Yeah,
can I not? Okay, there we go.
it's Jen.
Yeah, he wants to get by 30 minutes. All
Nikki
right.
G's the goat. He's winning by 30 minutes. He might win by 30 laps.
There's not even 30 laps in the race.
It is 35, isn't it? No, 29.
No, 29.
I'm smart, okay? Um he'll win by that extra lap, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'll do the extra lap, get disqualified.
All right. Well, Chatton is out by like quite a lot.
Yeah, he was the first one to get out as soon as he started. He's weaving around really hard, trying to get those tires warmed up. Unfortunately, that doesn't really do much in this version of the game. I don't think it ever did anything in this game, did it? It was more
I
the
mean, it
trail
still
brake.
warms up the tires, but it's just not the best way to warm them up.
Yeah, I mean, it warms them up, the outside temperature, but the outside temperature
Yeah.
warms up by itself just going through the corners.
Yeah, it warms up the outside temperature, but it also puts wear on the tires that you don't need.
Yeah.
You should honestly like never be above 1% when starting a lap. Just drag the brakes the entire out lap.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's one thing you'll notice in the
Freeware.
upper tiers that everyone's out lap is way slower.
Yeah. Because it's more calculated. Actually, Jatton, I think, did not turn on his ERS for this first lap. He did turn it on now. He actually didn't have it to start the lap at the start, so that is another thing you don't see in the higher tiers. Everyone already has their ERS on, and they do not make that little mistake. And he's already half spun it into the grass on the right-hand side.
Yeah, so what you don't do, guys, is go flat out while still turning. Because that doesn't work.
There you go. Angry Shadow
Yeah.
turning on his ERS very early. My first out streak, no. Oh, because you didn't save your setup? Bouncy, that's rough. As Angry Shadow comes across the first corner where his teammate had spun it previously to start our first official flying lap, he's going to be setting the benchmark for what everyone else is going to be trying to beat for the rest of this session. First sector is going to be a 29.1. That's not that bad.
No, I know. I think Angry Shadow. Angry Shadow, like, if I'm going to pick someone besides Nikki G to take pole,
Yeah.
it's Angry Shadow.
Yeah.
I may be biased because we've done some work together for this. I might have helped him around the lap here a bit.
So we got some inside information that Angry Shadow is gonna be cooking today.
Maybe. I'm not going
Maybe.
to put everything on it. I just know he's pretty quick here. without me helping him at all. So hopefully I was a good enough teacher. But he's quick. He's been quick in tier 5 since he's joined. Um, had a he had a good race set last week. I just don't think we noticed because he got a quali ban. But yeah, he's quick in Zandvoort, quick and hungry. See how he is in Bahrain?
Yeah, and he doesn't have any quali bans. He had a little bit of a slide there at the last corner, but it actually didn't impede his pretty decent lap. Did a 29.6. Pretty good lap, considering he had a big slide coming out of the last corner, too.
Yeah, he
Jim
probably just
now
got
coming across the
two.
line only sets a
Jim.
30.2.
That is one thing we've seen with Jim though, is his bankers have not been fast.
Yeah,
Like
Mark
at all.
Mage. See what he does, 30.4. So just in front of Jim's teammate Midnight. These guys are pretty close.
Yeah, they're in such a nice procession.
Yeah, nobody's like half a second ahead yet. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. Oops, that's very angry.
Well, yeah, we don't. There's gonna be laps
There's
where they come in. There you go. Toast puts a 30.2 right behind. Oh, there you go.
JTV dripping.
JTV
Yeah.
doing a 29.4. Okay, putting a provisional pull for now. I'm telling you, there's gonna be a lot of people setting some quick times.
Yeah. I didn't get to see JT's full lap. We know Angry has a bunch of time because he missed the apex and had a big slide in the final corner, but
Ooh,
Bouncy with
bouncy
29.9.
29.9.
I think things might get close.
Yeah,
Worth the sharp end here.
100%.
And Nikki's obviously on the mediums.
Jatton setting a 31.6 for his first official lap. Pretty decent lap for him. As doesn't look like anyone else is on a lap other than Benzo. Benzo is now the only person on a lap. Mounted that curb a little bit. I don't think that's the curb you want to be touching in that first sector. Still went purple apparently on his mini map, even though a 29.1 does not seem to be purple. And yeah, I think he's gonna back out of this one as he had a big mistake coming into that second sector. No, he's still
21.9.
it looks like.
29.1 is not purple.
Okay.
It is 29 flat.
Okay.
So it's not far off.
No,
but
it's still lying.
His middle sector is going to be like a second off.
Yeah, he's made some big mistakes in this middle sector that he's not going to be able to just give up.
He back out. Okay.
Great ace, actually.
Second gear through that corner. So I was...
Great ace went across the line and improved to 9th position to a 30.5. Pretty good lap from him.
No, Happy, I have not done a TikTok dance. It's not happening. Unless you give me $40. We're going to see an Alpine toe here. Yeah, pay for my next haircut and I'll do it.
Pay for my next haircut?
Yeah, big Alpine.
No toe. No toe. Because actually Bouncy just came in. Benzo just started his lap. It was the other way around. But actually, we have Dutch Raven coming across the line now. He's going to be finishing his lap time because he started his flyer. He got on the curb. Does not look like it settled the car too well. Dutch Raven now going to set a 30.8. Pretty decent lap time from him, considering that he's doing no assist now. So that is with no racing line. As Nicky G was on the medium tires for his lap, by the way. Just wanted to point that out.
No, you don't get a TikTok dance for top 3. No, I said $40.
If you win, he'll do the TikTok dance. Right,
yeah,
right,
okay.
Dreams.
If Happy is beating me for a race win, if me and him are racing one-on-one for a race win and he beats me, I'll do one. I will do one next stream. But if it's not a 1v1 at the end, then I'm not doing it.
Yes, I'm so glad I was able to make that happen. For no reason at all.
Yeah, Angry Shadow's gonna take pole here. I'm just throwing it out.
No, not even close.
No?
No.
No?
Nicky G's taking pole and it's not gonna be
not
close.
Even close. He's gonna be on the front row at the worst. Angry Shadow, I just put all my eggs in your basket. Please don't make me look stupid. Oh, Jake Laser is ignoring a set of corners. A lot of corners. I think
Bouncy just went out on mediums, by the way. So he's doing an outlap on mediums. Makes me wonder what he's planning.
in his race. That does not okay. I'm getting just flamed in chat for no reason. I didn't have one time in this league.
This I think this tier is more or less just turned into flaming the commentators for their haircuts and
Yeah,
their
it's just like,
skills.
stop talking to me. Pay attention to the race.
Yeah, why are we getting the attention? Why is it the race the attention here?
I can't help that I'm stunning, good looking, and funny, but like, pay attention to the race, guys. Goodness gracious. And Bounty's on an outlap on mediums. Can we talk about that?
We did talk
Why is
about
his
that. You ignored me.
Talk about it more. Why is his second lap on mediums? He did a banker on softs, and now he's on mediums.
Yeah, he's starting a lap on mediums. I'm gonna watch this
Ruining
lap.
his race tires.
This isn't his race tires. I can assure you that. I'm gonna watch this lap because I want to see what he's gonna do.
Threw it in your mouth. All right. I'm not gonna lie, they're grilling you right now. Taylor just grilled you. Oh wow. Nicky G's on softs, everybody.
Wait, what? He's finally on softs? Oh yeah, by the way,
Finally on softs.
I can assure you that Bouncy did not cook. Let's watch Nicky G cook. Let's see how it's done. Nicky G with the spotlight. Let's go ahead and see how he's gonna take these first couple of corners. Pretty clean through there. I don't think he got the max out of it, but still pretty decent first 3 corners. Going into corner 4 now. Coming out of the corner pretty smooth. Holding it in 4th. Great exit speed. 29 flat. That may be provisional fastest.
Yep. Through sector 1, it looks like it. Sector 2 is the trickiest. It's where all the time is. He's looked good through there. It's a flat out through 6, 7, and 8. Down to turn 10. Gets the nose in. A little bit tentative on traction, but was able to keep it clean. Down to turn 11. Going to be 7th, 8th. He goes to 8th. Down to 4th. He's going to get the traction pretty much flat out from here. Now you don't want to spin. Don't want to light up the rear tires. Flat out 12. Up to 13, which is a really tricky corner. You probably want to take it in 4th, 5 tenths up.
He is 5 tenths up, so that is provisional pull right now.
No, it's not. He's 7 tenths off his teammate right now. He's
yeah, fair.
He's not even provisional top 3. He's gonna get top 3 here because Angry Shadow had a horrible final corner. Might be pull. We will see. It's gonna be close. If he gained 2 tenths of this final sector,
oh, he nearly got his teammate. It's a 1-2 for Aston Martin right now. Pogs is calling a stop the count. And it's not going to happen. We still got 5 minutes left as Midnight comes across the line to start his next flying lap. And Jonda's work is doing the same thing. Nobody's out on a hot lap right now, it looks like. Jim is starting a hot lap. Nope, he is well down.
They have him and Nathan have this. Oh, they do. Dutch Raven and Nathan have the same exact time.
That's nice. I don't know.
Henry, yesterday it wasn't my internet. It was just like something bugged with the game. I was doing flips in the air in a league race yesterday. It was something. But yeah. Yeah, that's EA, man. But yeah, the Aston Martins are literally 300th apart, which is kind of insane.
And they're 2 tenths in front of the next car.
Yeah, Bahrain is actually like a super close track in time trial wise. Like,
yeah,
I don't understand. You don't expect it to be one of those tracks with this tricky sector 2, but it's relatively close, and that's why all these times are super close. Like,
yeah, let's remember that we have the top 11 in the same second.
Yeah, I mean 8 through 11 is literally 500ths between, or 600ths between the 4 of them.
Yeah, 3 through 12 is within 8 tenths.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's pretty close. And then we got Chatton and Rage put a little bit off, but they're outliers.
Rick puts it up into P6. Kind of ruins everyone with a 30.4, but good improvement for him.
Jake Laser putting
Jake
it
Laser,
P1.
0.92.
Woo!
He's shown some real paces these last few weeks.
Yeah, and it looks like that was on his second lap, so he bailed his first lap and then did that one.
Let's see if anyone responds. I think I saw. Still don't have McLaren. The McLaren Anchor Shadow is still not going out. I think we have a Toast going out the pits. Yes, we do. Toast could be someone who improves a lot on this lap. Definitely someone you expect to see up top. Toast won last week, right? And I think Jim got second. Or no, Toast got
No.
third because he pit
Jim
first
won.
off, so like 5 laps left.
Jim won. Let's go ahead and
Jim
actually
won?
look at the
Oh,
standings real quick, because we
Jim
didn't
did
do
win.
that. Jim won last week with a
Jim was
P2 for
not going.
Toast.
Yeah, Jim was not going to win until we had the incident with Norm Bash and
Right.
Jake.
Well, Jake has absolutely thrown a spanner in the works into this race, because he has taken pole by 2/10, and it's gonna be rough for Toast to get a second on his lap. But anything can happen in this tier. Honestly, you can't really doubt it. Nikki G is currently sitting in P5 in the standings with 43 points, 80 points behind Jim Just Raged, which is absolutely nuts to think about. Jim Just Raged, it could bore the fans. You're right, Miniko, but at the same time, it could also land him a very good position in the driver's stand or in the team standings, because basically alone he's ahead of the next car. He's Max Verstappening this race.
Yeah, and I mean he's done it, and he hasn't done it with outstanding pace. It's just been his race consistency, his race pace has been phenomenal. I mean, I've genuinely never seen. I mean, he's always been in the pace for the top 5.
100%.
Has he had some luck where it's like he gets a random podium out of nowhere because something crazy happens? Yeah, but also it's just tier 5. But I mean, the drives he's put on have been incredible, and he's always there. He's always in it to win it. So yeah,
100%.
It's historic. It's storybook, guys. It's what you're witnessing.
Yeah, I can't.
Williams. 4 points in 6 races. Watch Williams win the constructors championship.
Yeah.
Jim is outscoring Mercedes.
Oh,
you want to go back to the constructors?
Toast just did a 28.95 first sector. I'm gonna stay on board with Toast. If you want to stay on board with Jake Laser and Nikki G, he's having a little bit of a squirrel here in the second sector.
I'll go on Nikki G, who just did a 28.8, 2/10 up.
This is gonna be a tight one.
And oh my God, Nikki! I was gonna say he didn't mess up turn 8, and then he messed up turn 8. And I think he might impede a Red Bull behind him. I think he did.
Nikki's on a fast lap.
Yeah, he spun. He didn't impede, but he spun right in front of Red Bull. I will go to JTB Drippin, who says purple to the first sector. That's not.
Toast is currently only 2/10 up on his fastest lap, so it's not going to be enough for pole.
28.6 through the first sector for JT. He's flying right now.
Oh man, as Toast is not going to be on the shot for pole, let's go on board with JTB Drippin as Toast goes for 29.8. Great lap from him. Let's go on board with JTB Drippin. He's 5/10 up going through the second sector, almost 5/10 up. So that's going to get him well in front of Jake Laser. Jake Laser has already catched the checkered flag, so he will not have another lap to respond to whatever JTB Drippin does right now. Nikki G comes into the pits as we have JTB Drippin crossing the line, does a 29.004. Great lap from JT. What a lap. Next person.
JT could have been in the 28s, but he just wanted to showboat.
Yeah, literally.
Fair enough.
Absolutely nuts. Next person I'm watching is Angry Shadow. He's only about a 10th up. That's the only person that could get this pole. but he has to find 3/10 in the last sector, which is not
Yeah,
possible.
he might. He had a terrible final corner. He has a good
Maybe.
one here.
Let's see.
He's gonna jump Nikki G. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he's gonna jump him here.
There you go. Just
That's a
about.
good lap from him.
Great lap. 29.4 from Angry Shadow. 29.2 from Jake Laser. 29.004 taking pole position for JTB Drippin' and Toast coming through the last sector now for P5 after he'd set a 29.84. What a qualifying. Nearly getting into the 28-second lap times. Wow. Just
Should
insane.
have been.
Should have been.
Yeah, he just wanted to showboat, and I'm all here for it. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. The Aston Martins have had good qualifying pace all year, but they haven't done anything in their races. So let's see what they can do. I'm hoping that they find that race pace, that race consistency that they've been lacking. Nikki G also was a shout for pole position here, but he made a mistake, and what happens.
It is what happens. He needed to find 5/10 on his final lap, and he did not find those 5/10. As yeah, you saw there the race order. Two people did not qualify, that being Normbash and Omarmo. Normbash has just not had a great race, and Omarmo, I
They
think,
both have qualifying
yeah.
bans.
I think they
Marmo had like,
had
yeah.
5 points each, right?
I think I was actually looking at the steward decisions. I think Omarma had like 3 things.
Okay.
Yeah. Normbach got 4 penalty points for that incident. So yeah, he has 5 penalty points now. And then Omarma had a penalty point for a track incident, and then he had 2 penalty points for excessive weaving.
Hmm.
So they both had qualifying bans. They both reached the 5 penalty threshold.
All right.
Happy I'm not going to do race predictions just because you asked for them. Just because you asked.
Just because you asked. Well, we already did one, which is by the first lap, Nikki G's already in P5 to P6.
Whoa, I didn't say Nikki G first lap. Maybe later.
Is that not what you said, though?
No, I didn't say first lap. I said he'd finished outside of the points.
Okay.
I didn't say on the first lap.
I'm saying on the
was
first lap he's dropping back.
I could see that. I could see him being very cautious into turn 1.
Well,
Do we have a turn 1 incident before 5 lap? Yes or no?
5 lights. 5 lights are on. They are off, and away we go. The driver's getting a great start. JTB Dripping getting a great start from Jake Laser. Jake Laser holding the inside, but the McLaren of Angry Shadow still being there. Jake Laser trying to send it 3 wide, and it is catastrophe. They're 4 wide behind. It is an absolute screenshot worthy shot I had there. There's a Williams around there with an Alpine side. There's a big crash over to the right hand side, and that looks like Jayton, and he's out of the race. He had done a Mazepin, and he is out of the race, causing a full course safety car, virtual safety car for the time being.
I was watching the top 3, and Angry Shadow just sent the absolute dive around the outside.
Yeah.
And it stuck. I don't know why. Okay, he was definitely ahead when the safety car came out. So I don't know why that's like that, but I feel bad for him because he was ahead when the safety car came out. That was an incredible dive, but he didn't get the position.
Yeah,
and you called it. Nikki G's in 8th.
Yeah. It's just. And we're green again. I didn't even realize it was going green. So we actually have further back Nikki G nearly losing another place, but he gains 1 place at least on the Haas driver. He gains another place on the Mercedes of Toast and Nathan, and Mage follows him through. Mage was actually trying to look for a move on Nikki G. Was not able to do it. The 2 teammates, Jim Just Rage and Midnight. Jim having a horrible race so far. He's in P11. He'll get back up there surely. But Midnight trying to defend from Jim, trying to keep him behind for the time being. Trying to get past Nathan, who had just made a mistake earlier on the lap. Toast comes into the pits. He dives into the pits. He must have front wing damage. Same with the Ferrari. If it looks like Normbash. Normbash also comes into the pits. And they are going to be well off the back of the field. Further back, you see the Haas and Benzo switching positions on the straight. But everyone has
Absolutely
been pretty
gone.
clean.
Yeah, top four absolutely
Oh
gone. I
yeah.
don't know what happened between there. Mock Mage down the inside of Nikki G in the turn four. Mock Mage is on the soft tires. Nikki G should just let this go. He's already
He's
so low
not.
on
Oh,
battery.
he's
I don't.
not letting it go. He's staying side by side through the entire first, second sector. First corners of the second sector as Mage sends it down the inside. Nikki G does not have the grip to hold it around the outside. Gets the move done very cleanly.
Yeah, the thing about these top four is they also have the most battery out of most people on the
Yeah,
grid. So these top four are gonna be gone until there's a safety car. Yeah, I don't understand why Nikki G was battling that with not a lot of battery, and he's on mediums. He can just stay behind the soft runner, let the soft runner drag
right.
him up in DRS and save fuel while you're at it.
Yeah, I just pulled up the tires here. We got three soft runners in total, being Dutch, Midnight, and Mage. All three of them starting on the softs. Everyone else in the top seven are on the mediums. Nathan and Jim are leading hard runners with great ace.
Yeah, I mean,
There
if
are a
you're
lot of
in this,
strategies.
yeah, if you're in this train from like 6th to 13th, you're loving life because, well, actually, Nikki just fell
Oh
out.
my
But
goodness, what a send from Jim on his teammate. That I don't think was intentional. I think Jim just missed his breaking point a little bit and had to send it down the inside on Midnight. Midnight didn't really notice, just went through the corner normally. What a send there. Don't think that was intentional.
you can just, Nikki's dropped out of the DRS of Mockmage. Mockmage using those soft tires, um, as he should. I mean, 3 laps, those are fresh softs. He's gonna get back in the teammate, into the DRS of his teammate. And hopefully John just lets him by when he gets up to him.
Right.
But yeah, these hard runners from like 13th to 7th are loving just sitting here behind Nikki G. They need to stay in DRS. Midnight should be dropping out of DRS on some soft tires. But yeah,
I don't
I don't
think
know.
Midnight dropping out of DRS is that bad since it's only the first lap of DRS, but if he doesn't get it next lap and Nathan does keep DRS on Nikki G, it's going to be very bad on Midnight because he will just get pulled, the Nathan will get pulled away from Midnight and it'll just cause more wear on his tires. As you can see further ahead, the top four are trying to stay out of each other's slipstream. JTB Dripping getting pressured by Jake Laser in P2 right now. P3 being Angry Shadow and Bouncy being in P4. Great start from him. Where did he come from? In P6? Mock Mage coming from P11. Great start from him.
Oh, Midnight's fun.
Midnight, no, Midnight spun out of the third
Oh, and
corner.
Great Ace got taken out.
Ooh, it's not
Or unless he
ideal.
spun by himself. What just happened? A lot. Okay.
A lot just
Um,
happened, and I caught none of it because I didn't see
I
far enough in the distance.
I barely caught any of it. Um, yeah, I mean, these top four are just doing their thing. All sitting in each other's DRS.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're in third here or fourth, I mean, you're just sitting behind saving battery as you should be. Um, yeah, I mean, we're gonna see some of these guys force each other into undercuts, overcuts. I think
you know
we see a
what's
fantastic battle out of these top four if there's not a safety car.
what's actually amazing is that everyone in the top 10 has about 60-70%. Mock Mage and Nikki G are at about 50. Nathan is at about 50, but Jim is at about 30% ERS. He is super low compared to the rest of the top 10, who is well above 50, 40, 50 to 60%. Especially Rage Quit Behind, who is on 70. He's trying to pull
Yeah.
away.
It's been very good battery management. Jake Blazer getting a little low on his, but I think he's just trying to make JT use his.
Yeah.
Yeah, Angry Shadow
100%.
just sitting behind. Same with Bouncy. They're just loving life, enjoying the fuel saving, the extra
Yeah.
battery percentage they're getting.
These guys, any of these four are in the contention for winning, and they would just rather keep going forward than to ruin their own races
Oh,
and their own chances by making a mistake or making a bad pass, as Zoso had spun out of the first corner there. See,
yeah.
he's
Angry
getting
Shadow
back
almost
going
just
now.
Anchor shot almost just spun. I was clenching
Mm.
everything in my body because wow, it was a great save from him. But yeah, whew, that was scary. Yeah, he's doing great in the top three. Is also or the Dutch Raven, spun. So Williams just not loving that five.
Nope.
But I'm just surprised at how these top four are just driving away from Mock Mage and John just work with the Red Bulls. Nikki's caught back up to these pair of these two on the mediums. The softs are probably wearing just a bit now. I mean, this is a super abrasive
Mm.
track, so
Yeah.
they're
I,
probably around 20% now. So they probably haven't hit the cliff, but they're very close to.
I feel like this is one of those tracks where softs are great for the first 5, 6 laps. As soon as you get to that 25% mark, it just feels like
Yeah,
it's dead.
like the softs are incredibly fast. Oh,
Yeah.
no, Bouncy, don't do that. Oh, that is a terrible dive
Oh
bomb there.
man, they're gonna. Oh no, they're gonna lose DRS. They've
That
lost
was
it.
That was poor from Bouncy. That was so poor from him. They're actually gonna get saved a bit because of the battling up top, but that was poor.
Yeah,
Very poor
Jake
from
Laser
Bouncy. He was
taking
like,
P1 from JTB Drippin, just barely getting that move done into the corner. JTB now 1.3 seconds ahead of Angry Shadow. They're gonna miss out on DRS if they can't get inside of the 1 second window, and that is gonna be horrible for Angry Shadow and Bouncy's overall race. Because now they're gonna be using a lot of battery to catch back up, and these guys have more battery than them. Jake Laser using a little bit to pull away, and just pulling JTB Drippin. I think Jake Laser and JTB are gonna work together to pull away from these
yeah.
two.
I mean,
Never
Angry
mind.
Shadow might put in a final sector of God, but I mean, Bouncy was like 4.5 tenths back when he decided to dive. Angry Shadow was keen to it. He saw it
Oh
coming, but
no.
yeah, that was
JTB Drippin made a huge mistake coming out of, I want to say, turn 11 or turn 12, and Angry Shadow almost got back in. JTB Drippin used like 30% battery, and he's just
yeah. So
barely
did
outside.
so did Jake Laser. They used so much battery. Poor Shadow is just gonna yeah. He's not gonna get it, but hopefully they go
Oh,
side by side
look at
for Shadow's
this.
race. Yeah,
Going
that
for the
was
lead, and it looks like Jake
sweet.
Laser on the inside gave the position up to JBT. Great strategy call, but behind you actually saw that Angry Shadow was getting dived by Bouncy one more time, and I think that it's gonna happen again. Bouncy going down the inside, Angry Shadow going down the outside, and they swap positions one more time, but they are really struggling now to get. They're gonna struggle. They don't have the pace to outrun the DRS of the front two, so now it's just a battle of who can get second and who can get third.
Yeah, they have to. They hope they're praying that these two start battling, that someone does something dumb and dives from 4.5 tenths back because they're not going to get back within DRS with just the two of them. They have
No.
it. The two of them have a battery disadvantage over the top two. I don't think they have a pace advantage either between the two of them. So you got to hope they start going side by side because
Yeah.
in DRS you have a chance, but I mean if you're not swapping every lap, if you're yeah,
If
it's
you're not playing the team game and actually working together, you're not going to be able to pull that gap back.
yeah, it
Actually,
was not smart racing between the pair of them.
no.
Well, between yeah, it was just not something you want to see if you're trying to fight for the win.
Let Mage cook. You're actually right. Look at
Yeah,
Mage.
he has been cooking.
Look at Mage. Look at how close Mage is to Nikki G.
Nikichi actually passed both Red Bulls and is now gapping them. That is,
Yeah,
Niki's has some pace. He might finish in the points
might. Or he might spin
unless there's a
again.
safety. His
Exactly.
luck would be like there's a safety car and someone spins him on like old tires.
Yeah.
That would so be his luck.
Actually, we had
Yeah,
Jake Laser
Jake
take
Laser.
lead one more time.
Yeah, they're staying so close that like there's just no chance for them to battle.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like 3 tenths back when DRS starts, so they just fly
I
by.
think they're trying to pull away, but they can't because they're so evenly paced.
Yeah, and I mean they're doing a good job. They're not going side by side. They're not
Yeah,
really battling.
exactly.
They're not using ERS. Um, JT's probably fine just sitting in second. Like I would love to just be in second right now. No one's behind you. You can
Yeah.
just you are controlling. I know in the lead, you're actually controlling, but you can pass him whenever you want.
Right.
But right now you're getting extra battery from the DRS. You're saving tires more because you're not having to push as hard on.
Well, JT is already at 70%
Yeah,
battery compared to Jake Laser's
40.
40%, so he already
You
has
gain
that advantage.
Yeah, you gain so much more battery in DRS, so
Yeah.
he's getting extra pace and he's not having to try hard for it. So, I mean, if it was me, I would just close DRS behind him and then open it at the end of the straight, try and get as much top speed. But
Yeah.
they're just gonna keep swapping and they're just gonna pull away from these two behind.
Why are
Unless
you
Jake wants to
defending?
defend. Unless Jake wants to defend and things get spicy.
you
But,
wanna you wanna
JT's
make
down
it
the inside.
interesting, you can make it
Yeah,
interesting,
make
but
this
you know,
interesting.
you wanna win this race, you should probably not do that. Because Nathan actually goes side by side with Mage down the straight, gets the move done before the corner.
Yeah, making up some good time on the hards. The hards probably feel fantastic now.
Yeah.
Maybe not towards the mediums. He might not have the pace on them there, but Nathan seems to have some good race pace. He's moved up. He's been quick. Someone who hasn't had the best race pace is Jim, but he's doing his own thing. He'll probably still end up on the podium.
This may be
But
the one race where Jim doesn't end up on the podium.
he's
How it is right now, he's in
something
P9.
stupid is gonna happen, and he's
Yeah,
gonna end up on the podium.
something stupid in the next 20 laps will happen. And
It's gonna
he's
happen.
gonna be there.
He's gonna be on the podium. That's just what's gonna happen. It's just tier 5.
Man.
I mean, it's been so chaotic, but one consistent thing. I mean, I think Normash spun again. One consistent
I'm
thing
surprised
is
you haven't had a safety car.
Jim on the podium. Yeah, I also am surprised. I think we're just gonna see one random one
Yeah.
that's gonna that's gonna cause more, but maybe not. Maybe we see
It's gonna come out as soon as everyone pits.
someone pits. Yeah, someone's gonna pit, and then like someone's gonna decide to go long, and it's just gonna. Jim's gonna be the last one to pit, and then
Yeah,
the
it's
last
gonna
one's
be
gonna
Jim.
pit.
That's exactly we figured out how he's gonna win. He's gonna go
They'll-
long on the hard tires until the safety car comes out. He's gonna go softs, beat everybody. We found out Jim's strategy, guys.
Something like that's gonna happen. That's just tier 5, man.
That's just
Oh,
tier
Angry Shadow
5.
went deep on the brakes.
Oh.
He'll be fine, but he almost just took out Bouncy there. Yeah, Angry just needs, if he wants to just consolidate a podium.
Oh
just
my
go
god,
ahead and
Jake
try to do
Laser
that.
sending it down the inside. Maybe a little bit like Angry Shadow going deep, but Jake Laser makes the corner, gets past JTB. Very, very good move there.
Things interesting. Bouncy's gaining.
Yeah.
And Bouncy almost spun. Never mind.
He's still gaining.
I don't know how. Okay.
He's actually still gaining.
How did he gain? He literally just drove. Okay. Anyway.
We don't question it, okay?
Don't question. I've learned. Yep. Don't question tier 5.
Yeah,
Things will happen, and we'll have a go, Angry Shadow. Oh my god. Calm down, buddy.
Easy.
Easy. Yeah. Nothing interesting's happening. People are
No.
actually being like really smart this race.
I mean, that's a good
everyone
thing,
from-
but like...
Yeah, everyone from P9 down is just not within DRS.
No, I actually think Mage might start pitting either this lap or next lap.
Yeah, the soft runners should be pitting in the next 3 laps.
I think...
Although he still has good pace. He's holding with Jonda's work and Nathan on the better tires. And Shadow dropped out of DRS.
Let's
He's
see.
going side by side.
Is he gonna come in this lap? He does not.
Jake Laser's holding it around the outside. They're going to go side by side. Oh, Jake Laser's going to get a huge switchback here. Does he go up the inside? He's going to be on the battery. DRS open. It's going to be side by side in turn 4. JT drip and defends the inside. It's going to be around the outside. Oh, he lets him go. JT is actually smart, guys. Oh, he's going to get a huge switchback. Who spun? Nikki! Nikki spun! Yes!
No! Why
My
did
prediction! I'm not happy that he spun. I'm happy that my prediction.
You're not happy he's fun. You're happy your prediction shot.
I'm happy my prediction's working. I'm not like, oh, I don't hate Nikki, guys. It's just my prediction.
Look, Nikki's a great friend, but
I like being right.
I like him being right. Look, Jim's already gained a position, and he hasn't even
Yep.
done anything.
Hasn't done anything. Hasn't been quick all race.
He has been so slow all race.
JT, That's funny. Okay. Yeah.
Tier
JT
5 is
hasn't
just
used any battery. He's just letting Jake use battery, go for attacks. He's gonna. JT is cruising.
what an amazing quote. Yeah, fair.
And he's just gonna fly by him here on the straight. Unless Jake wants to defend. No. Maybe he'll just stay behind. Probably turn off the DRS. Oh my god. Never mind. His DRS advantage is huge. It's like 40 kph. And Jake's gonna hold around the outside.
Ooh,
Same
what a
thing's gonna happen.
move. What a good move. Nice send. I'm just
Neither of them
looking.
got DRS.
Really? Wow, okay. Well, I'm just looking here now. We have a bunch of people who have their fuel light on. Mock Mage has a
Yeah.
yellow fuel light. Nikki G has a yellow fuel light. Same with Benzo and Omarmo. Same with Dutch Rape.
Yeah, a lot of people. I think they also agree with us that tier 5 is just a crazy tier.
Yeah. 100%.
So yeah, so they're probably feeling for a safety car. I'm not someone who likes to do that. I don't see the risk in it. Oh, and JT had a good lap. He knows he has this battery advantage, and he broke DRS.
Oh, he's
gone.
out. He didn't even
Yeah.
use that much ERS. He's still
No.
at 75. He's gone.
He can dump out of turn 13 here, and Jake's not gonna get back into it.
It doesn't.
Jake must have had a
Yeah.
huge moment or something.
Jake isn't even using ERS. He knows.
So he's cooked.
He is cooked.
And now, if Bouncy and Shadow start working together, they can pull themselves back up to Jake.
Yeah.
Will they work together?
Jake comes in. Jake comes into the pits. Jake pits
Bouncy's gonna
before
follow.
Mock Mage. Same with Bouncy. Bouncy comes into the pits as well.
That's so early.
Mage doesn't
why?
come into the pits on soft tires.
I mean, Mock Mage, I don't hate that move. He's in DRS of 2 runners on
Yeah.
hards and mediums. And if he can keep this pace up, that's great for him. He can probably go on to mediums.
Let's
yeah, I mean,
see.
oh my god. Oh, they both just spun. That
Oh
was
no!
to watch.
No,
Oh, that was so funny.
mate! John and Nathan just spun. And actually, Jim
Oh,
just
that was-
raged. Jim
Jim's
just
at
raged and said
4.
P4. Nikki G in P5. Jim just raged and said P4 right now.
There's going to be a safety car come out, too. I get the undercut, but lap 11?
That's
18 laps on hard tires.
12 laps. 12 laps.
Tw-
That's very
No, it's
little.
still. Will Jim ever leave the podium? Mock Mage P3, yeah. I mean, Mock Mage should pit now, though, that he's
Yeah.
not in DRS anymore. But that's huge. But also, I don't like them pitting that. I don't like them pitting that early. They're going to go 17 laps on hards.
Yeah.
And their tires going to be dead, and they're going to have to fight through traffic. I mean, both of them came out by their teammates, so I mean, I guess that helps. But when Jake rocks up to the back of this train, he's not going to be able to overtake them that easily. His teammate has 100% battery. If his teammate wants to fight, then he can fight. Outlap and lap after critical, yeah, they're huge. These are huge laps for this GP.
JT
They're
comes
both-
in. JT and Angry Shadow both come into the pits. Mock Mage should come into the pits as well. He does. He comes in. Jim just raged, getting past Nikki G. They were going side by side through the last corner, trying to swap around positions. Nikki G does have DRS, so he's going to have another chance at it. But as we have another person coming into the pits, it looks like Rage Quit. Rage Quit came into the pits.
Ahead of Jake.
JTB Drippin does come out ahead of Jake.
And it's right into DRS. JT might have DRS here. He's not going to, but he's not going to be
He's
vulnerable.
not. Oh,
He's actually going to
man.
pass Nathan. This is huge.
Going down the
He's
inside.
Nathan.
Jake,
Oh my
Jake sends it
God.
as well. He tries to make the karting move to go through with the next person, and he does. He makes it stick. He goes up into P5 in front of Nathan. What a move from Jake Laser. Very brave to make that move on Nathan. Great, great move. Now JTB and Jake Laser are still fighting for the net race lead, and they're gonna have to get past the mediums of John Does Work and Nikki G, and Jim Just Raged as well.
And Jake cannot make this move.
Yeah,
He's going to be
it's
held
impossible.
up a bit.
That's
That
not
was
gonna move.
that was shocking. I mean,
Look at how much time he's losing. Look at how much time he's losing already. You can see him literally pushing him through the corner. He uses the last little bit of ERS that he has. Jake Laser has
He's gonna get.
10%. He is flashing. He was just
Yeah. I mean,
for a
wow.
tiny second flashing. Wet? Oh, he was getting. Oh my goodness. Nikki G and John Does Work pits, releasing JBT, dripping, and
But
JB trying to
Jake
get a
did.
little bit of slipstream, Alonso style. Whew.
Shadow did not have a good in lap. He got under. His undercut was much more successful for Bouncy than it was for Jake. But yeah, I mean JT's cruising right now. Jake has
Yeah.
no battery compared to him, so he can just
I
put the
think
pace on. And
I think the best thing for JTB to do right now is just to push out of his mind and get away from Jake. Even though his
either
tires are
that
colder.
or swap with Jake. Let Jake be the train leader with 13% battery.
Well, yeah, or you could let him.
This race is in his hands. He can do whatever he wants.
It really is. The Soso gives it another spin in that first sector.
So many spins, but no one's hit a wall. I'm proud of C5.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Anger Shadow getting past Nathan WS.
Yep, JT's gonna put in a fastest lap of the Grand Prix here. Bouncy might get stuck behind John Does Work a little bit. Maybe that helps Shadow.
Jim Just Rage coming out P14 in front of his teammate, who'd pit 4 laps earlier. Not ideal for him.
Yeah, Jake's out of DRS. I mean, JT had to use a
JT,
lot of
there you
battery
go.
that lap, but yeah, he's toast.
He's out of VRS again. Bouncy getting past John Does Work. Still has a 3-second time penalty, and John Does Work still has to pit, but he is 2.5 seconds ahead of Anger Shadow.
Is John going on to softs?
I think
I mean,
so.
he has to at this point. Yeah, Jake didn't get DRS. It's huge. I mean, I think this. If there's not a safety car, I don't think he's gonna catch back up either.
Yep. He doesn't have the ability. He doesn't have the capabilities.
Yeah, I mean, he has no battery. No.
Yeah, he doesn't have the resources to either. He has older tires, no battery. Fuel looks okay, but I mean, so does JTB's. Actually, hold that thought. JT is only about 0.14 up on fuel right now.
Yeah, I mean, he should have time to save fuel. I mean,
He should.
He's got fresher tires. He's got more battery, but also if he wants to save fuel, he can just let Jake go by him.
True. It's not like he's gonna be too hard on.
It's not like he's gonna run away.
Yeah.
9% battery. Anger Shadow is gonna get down the inside. He's also probably gonna get DRS here. So he doesn't have a lot of straight line speed. Smart of him to stay behind. That's smart racing from Angry. It's very smart. He's gonna get the under. Go.
Ooh, that was so scary.
Hopefully John doesn't pit. Oh my god.
That was John does pit, but that was so scary on the right hand side.
Yeah, that was. I mean, if he just didn't half spin, he'd only be like 2 seconds behind Bouncy now. But
yeah,
he's got to put this pace on.
Nathan coming in too. Halfway through this race, just over halfway, 12 laps to go.
Yeah, you use way more fuel when you're on your own. So
yeah, because you don't have a DRS.
DRS, you can just kind of sit behind. And you brake earlier when you're behind someone because you don't want to hit them.
Also, because you're carrying more speed.
Yeah, you can just lift off, so
yeah,
you're getting pulled up anyway. Yeah, Mach made a P5 on fresh mediums. I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna catch him. He's just in no man's land.
He's also 10 seconds behind the next person.
Yeah, I mean, I think he will just stay in P5.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have that.
The
pretty
person behind
secured.
him is like a good 6 seconds. I mean, Benzo and Toast are on old tires.
Right.
So
it's actually 6 seconds. Just about.
He's cruising. Oh, yellow flag. Did he hit the wall?
No.
Nope. Still no
Nobody
first.
has hit a wall, I don't think. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's, it's impressive. I would
Well,
definitely expect someone to like. Well, we had a virtual safety car. We did have. Yeah,
that's all
yeah.
we had.
One person
One
hit a wall.
person.
Yeah, that was lap one though. That really doesn't count.
Yeah, he got shunted. That doesn't count. We had a
Yeah,
one accident. It was lap one, and it wasn't even a full safety car.
it was a virtual. I want to see that Mercedes Benz driving around this track. I want to spice things up. But I mean, I don't want to spice things up because JT's just having a heck of a drive. I mean,
Oh yeah, 100%.
no one's been in his realm in race pace or
Nah.
quality pace. I mean, he probably was gonna do a 28.8, but he just decided to gloat and showboat. Which,
To gloat and showboat.
hey, I mean, to each their own. He
Yeah.
knew he was getting pole. That's how good of a lap he was on. He's like, I just know I'm getting pole.
Might as well give it a little bit of a.
Yeah, might as well weave for the fans.
Give it a little extra layer.
I mean, it's been a fantastic race. It's actually been such a smart race,
From
and it's really
everybody.
refreshing. Yeah, it's really refreshing to see in this tier, which has been kind of crazy. And it was pretty good battery management throughout the
Yeah.
top 10. There's some questionable ones now, but it's still better than it has been. Yeah. Sorry, Giants.
It's been a very calm race. I'm not gonna say it's been chaotic because it's been very consistent, very
Yeah.
what's it called? Just
We have seen a lot of spins. There's been a lot of
yeah.
spins, but nothing, no incidents really besides the one there. Maybe Jake Laser gets submitted for like a push to pass in that turn 4 dive bomb. Maybe Bouncy and Angry Shadow with a push to pass, but I mean, it looked pretty okay from my point of view. I mean, I would
That's
never
just
do those
racing in my
moves.
opinion, but
But yeah, I mean, I personally would never do those, but
yeah.
I mean, to each their own. Those were some. They took guts, but Toast is still out on 17 lap old mediums, which might cause some chaos because Jim and Rage Quit and John are all
Look
quick
at Nikki
behind him.
G. Nikki G's trying to get
Oh, Nikki down
past.
the
Still
inside.
getting defended. Wow, what great speed from Toast to hold it around the outside on old tires.
Yeah, Nikki got up on that curb. It's not what you want to do there. We locked up the rears just a little bit.
Great, great defending from Toast here on old
On
tires.
13 lap older tires than Nikki. Nikki used battery
Woo!
for no apparent reason. I don't understand
Yeah.
why he uses. I don't understand using battery there, but okay. Yeah. So Rage Quit right on the back of him. Jim looking to get on the back. Toast is very slow still. Nikki still trying to find a way past, using battery again for no reason. He's gonna get past Toast. Toast is gonna go behind him and then pass him with DRS. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Nikki G already doesn't have battery. He's
Yeah,
blinking.
look. Yep. Toast turns off the battery, he's gonna get him. Nikki is burning with 0% in the locker. Rage Quit burning. He's gonna get a double
Oh,
mistake on
three
the.
wide on the grass! Three wide on the grass!
Just get off the battery, dude. But he just planted it in first gear on bat. What is he doing? What? Okay. Toast defending again. That was really interesting to watch from Rage Quit. I mean, Rage Quit was on the grass, put full brake lock on, never took off the battery, did turn 1 in first gear, which you should never be in first gear in this game unless you're the Monaco hairpin.
Fair.
Planted it full throttle in first gear, half spun it, still was not off the battery the whole time. I mean, and Jim passed him.
And Jim is,
And
by the
Jim
way,
just
in 8th.
Jim's looking at the top 6 right now.
Yeah. After, where was he? Like P11?
P11, yeah. Because Nikki's going to do the same thing.
Nearly. He nearly did.
He's going to.
He is at. He's going around the outside. Is he gonna get the position? Yes, he does. Right before DRS, Nikki G is not playing the DRS game, and is this gonna root in Jim's favor? Because Jim is the one who has the double slipstream and the double DRS or the single DRS. But he has more slipstream than him.
Into turn 4. He's
Toast
gonna.
goes
Yep. Watch.
deep into the corner.
He's
Or
gonna
no,
switch
Nikki
it
goes
back.
deep.
Both of them here.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
What a switchback! When you
He made a bit
called
of
it.
contact. I don't think he's expecting Nikki to just plow into the side of Toast there.
Oh
But,
my goodness, nearly going 3 wide again. Between Nikki,
yeah,
Toast,
they're gonna go
and...
side by side, and Toast or Jim's just gonna leave him. Say
Oh
bye.
my god. Yeah, Jim is just gone. Nikki holding P8 right now, P7 right now, off of Toast, P8. As,
Yeah. Let's see Jim's pace compared to Mock Mage.
I'm gonna watch Nikki G and Toast for a little bit. You can keep that gap, because this is pretty
This is
interesting.
fun. Yeah.
This is the only action we're having, so...
Watch. Okay, Toast is gonna pass him here, and then Nikki's gonna pass him again into the final corner.
It's so...
Oh my god.
There you go. Nikki's actually gonna lose 2 to rage quit.
Get the move done on Nikki.
There we
Oh my
go.
God.
Going around the
Oh my God.
outside,
Oh my
holding
God.
it very nicely. Very
John does work.
close. Still
Rocket up
holding
to
it
the
around
back
the
of him.
outside. Give it a little bit of a tap, but still a great move by Rage Quit. Going around the outside.
Angry Shadow and bounce.
Trying to make a move down the inside on Toast. I'm sorry to correct you there. He made a deep move. Toast gets the switchback done, but Rage Quit gets the DRS. No, he doesn't. Yeah. No, wait. Toast doesn't get the DRS. Everyone else does,
God,
and it's
oh
nearly going to
God,
be
oh
too
God.
wide. Rage Quit gets past. Now it's going to be too wide between the 3
Rage
wide.
Quit.
Oh my
Toast gonna
god.
need a switchback. Toast gonna need a huge switchback.
Rage Quit went off the
He was
road.
going to.
Nikki G got in front of Toast, and it looks like who was that? It was John Does Work who got past both of them in one fell swoop, as Nathan had a really bad time there, tried to avoid Rage Quit, tried to rejoin the circuit after he went really deep into the corner. What just happened in turn 1?
We said we wanted chaos. Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted chaos. We're getting it.
And Jim is taking a second and 1.2 seconds off Mock Mage already, so I think Jim's gonna
Jeez.
get that place pretty easily. Angry Shadow's been pretty rapid on the back of Bouncy. I don't know why Bouncy's been so slow, and oh my god, I'm retired in the pits. Okay. Zos has won like 4 times that race. I was gonna get so excited. Yeah, Angry Shadow's gonna get this move done for P3 pretty easily, unless Bouncy wants to just use some battery. Angry shouldn't. Angry, just sit behind. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
Toast does still
that was-
need to pit. We forgot to mention that.
He doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to, but he's not going to make it
should.
to the end, I don't think. Cyrus are going to be pretty bad. Still fighting with Nathan, though, on new mediums. As Toast comes into the pits. Good timing, as we were talking about.
Interesting. I mean, that spiced things up.
Yeah.
Jim still catching Mock Mage. Mock Mage had a whole... Yeah. Mock Mage had so much battery. It's going to be tough for Jim to catch with that battery deficit, but yeah. I don't know what is going on Tier 5 for like P11, P10.
Yeah, P9 at most.
I mean, hey.
The best battle on track is for P9.
Yeah. I think Angry's just biding his time behind
Yeah.
Bouncy, which he should do. I don't even think he shouldn't even overtake him.
Not
It's
yet.
hard to say that. It's hard to say that and like actually do it. But I mean, don't risk anything. Just you can charge up to like 100%, but I mean, sure, if Bouncy wants to let you.
You don't really need to though. Like actually, there you go.
He's got
Angry
3
Shadow.
seconds. Bouncy's gonna let him by. I mean,
Yeah.
he's
There's no point
perfectly
not
fine.
to.
I mean, yeah. If Bouncy wants to let you pass him with DRS, that's fine. I don't know.
There you
He's got a
go.
3-second time. Smart.
They're 15 seconds behind, or in front of the Mock Mage, and what, 7 seconds behind Jake Laser in P2. So they're pretty much in their own little zone. Bouncy's not gonna get P3 here. He's not gonna run
No,
away.
he's
Just
not. Angry's on fresher tires. They have the same amount of battery. Angry's gonna be in DRS.
the worst thing that Bouncy could do here is fight with Angry and lose another position to Bach Mage.
Yeah. Jim is in a good spot here because if he just sits in DRS, like I've been saying, I know it's boring, but sit in DRS, save fuel, save battery, and let this soft tire bring you back up to Mach Mage, you're in a good spot.
Yep.
I think Mach Mage has more pace in the locker that he's not really using. Yeah, I think this is just good. It's been besides for whatever we just watched for like a good 5 laps, it's been a really smart race.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And I don't think we're going to see a safety car.
Yeah, I don't think
Maybe
so.
I'll jinx it.
I don't think we'll get one this late.
I don't think we will.
The most that could happen is John does work spins into Jim Just Raged, or into Nikki G and causes a safety car. Jim Just Rage comes into the pit and gets a podium right now.
Yeah, I mean, or Angry and Bouncy take each other out. Mach Mage, and then Jim just passes Mach Mage and John does work for a podium. I mean that's feasible.
Feasible.
I think that's a word anyway. That is a word. I mean, I'm not stupid. Anyway. Hey, Andy, he was giving us entertainment for a pretty boring race. So let him cook.
Let him cook, man.
Yeah, let him racecraft Nikki, because that was fun to watch.
Outthink Nikki.
Yeah. Out racecraft him.
Jim is actually on the verge of getting P6 here. Pretty impressive.
And maybe if John does work, put some pace in, he might get P5. I mean, Nick or Jim might run out of fuel though. Same with Nikki. Nikki is going to run out of fuel.
Nikki's gonna run out of a lot of things.
No, like he's actually going to. He's 0.6 down, 0.7 down on fuel. And he's using battery. Stop trying to overtake people. 0.7 down on fuel, man. What?
I don't think he's gonna make it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He's not. I mean, fuel mode's on easy, so he'll get passed by Nathan, but yeah, I mean, if fuel mode was on hard, he'd be cooked.
Anger Shadow just sent it down the outside of Bouncy, trying to hold
don't do
it.
That.
Yeah. He's trying to hold it down the inside, but that was just not the smart move.
Someone get in Angry Shadow's ear and just tell him to stay behind.
Stay behind. It is not worth. Someone get on the headset. Nikki G getting past Jim Just Raged on the straight.
I mean, it should be on hard, but that's an opinion. The league rules are on easy, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. I mean, it's just an opinion. You can't really change the rules mid-race.
Yeah.
But yeah, some people are definitely going to run out of fuel. Jim's gonna be close. He's like 0.2 down. It looks like. 0.1 something. Yeah, he's gonna be. He should have some big lifts and coasts here. Oh.
Wait. Oh, I thought it was Bouncy for a second. I was gonna be absolutely chaotic.
Imagine that Williams caused a safety car in the last corner before we can get rid of safety cars. Oh, that'd be hilarious.
My god. Last possible chance to get a safety car happens. Yeah. Unfortunate race for Dutch Raven and Zoso. The Williams boys not doing great. Sorry to see it, boys.
Yeah. This has been their story all season. They have good qualifying sessions. Like, they were both top 10, I think. But they just spin a lot. Stuff happens.
We got 2 laps left after this.
Yeah, Nikki has not tried to save any fuel.
Nope.
Well, it's gonna be a really boring end of the race.
Yeah, because it's not nothing's gonna come down to the end of the race.
No, I mean, if Bounty didn't have a 3-second time penalty, I think we'd be much more interested in this fight between these two.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Bounty's had a 3-second time penalty since like lap 4.
And I
So
don't think he's gonna be able to take it off.
no, Anger's got everything in his locker. But yeah,
I think he may pass him on track just to be like, yeah, I can do this if I wanted to.
oh, I mean, every person in the world, every driver is gonna be like, yeah, I'm going to pass him on track, but I don't need to.
Yeah.
He's going to. He wants to, but he doesn't need to. But it's hard to not pass him.
It's hard to hold back.
It's so hard. You gotta be like, I could have gotten P3 anyway, but
Imagine you don't pass him, he gets it taken away.
that'd be funny.
That would be really painful.
Yeah, that's also a big thing. I don't know why Bouncy's trying to dump that in there, but yeah, I mean, I don't think he would. It's hard to justify. I mean, he's not gonna get that penalty removed.
He's going down the inside, or tried to at least. 2 laps left. 2 full laps left, I mean.
Nathan's gonna get Jim.
Nikki G
That's big.
getting past. John does work.
Yeah. When will Nikki run out of fuel?
I don't know.
Probably into turn 4.
He's -7, so that would make sense. He's at 1.0 of fuel right now.
If he was -7, he would have ran out about 6 laps ago.
Minus 0.7, yeah. He's less than a lap of fuel now.
Yeah, I mean, that's outrageous.
And I think it activates at 0.2.
I think it's like 0.4.
I don't remember. Nathan, having spun, is going to lose out to P9 and P8, moving them to P10. He's going to keep a hold of P10 for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people were managing fuel.
Well, it's gonna be tight between Nikki and Jim. I mean, easy fuel mode is still something, but
Yeah.
oh, Anchor, don't miss that. Oh my god, that is so scary between the two of them.
It's not necessary, guys. It is the last lap.
Angry. If you
Oh
spin,
my god, that is such a daring move.
All right, well, let's watch Nikki and see when he runs out.
I can basically... there you go. He's run out. He's run out.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh, and he spun.
And he spun. So, John does work, gets 6th place back. Jim just raged, gets 7th. His worst finish of the season yet.
Oh my god, Nikki might fall out of the points.
I think it's already active. Because I saw his revs start bouncing.
His thing's it's not blinking anymore. And look out, he's not going fast. I love easy fuel mode is annoying because he would be out of the points.
He would 100% be out. Well, anyways,
yeah.
the winner, JTB, dripping, Jake Laser in P2, Bouncy in P3, Angry Shadow in P4. Swipping around Bouncy after his penalty and Angry Shadow getting P3. Great race from JT. Honestly, one of the best performances I think I've seen in a while. 3 seconds ahead of the next person and 5 seconds ahead of the next 2 cars, Angry Shadow and Bouncy. Mock Mage just now crossing the line for P5. His teammate behind him, P6. Jim just raged with his worst finish. In P7, still our championship leader by a mile. Rage Quit getting P8. Nikki G finishing P9 after running out of fuel. P10 goes to Midnight. And Nathan WS with a P11. Benzo nearly crossing side by side at the finish. Toast coming home P13. And Great Ace coming home P14.
Yeah, I mean, Jim got P7, but still outscored his championship
Yeah.
round. So
Still got points.
yeah, Bouncy scored 12 points compared to Toast 0. So Bouncy's going to be on about 67
Narmbash.
points. So Jim scored 6 points, and it's going to be on 129 points compared. He'll be 42 points in the lead. So after next race, which is let's see,
Jeddah.
calendar Jeddah. Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he might be able to clinch after Jeddah if he outscores Toast by 4 points.
Great job to JT for winning the Grand Prix. Congratulations, good sir. You really deserved it today. You were on another level, controlling the pace the entire way. And congratulations. Congratulations to Jake Laser for getting an amazing P2. Great pace he's shown today. And Angry Shadow for getting that P3. Just staying smart with bouncy, not making any dumb moves, and finishing it out. Staying behind, but that's the smarter thing to do after he has a penalty. So congratulations to our top three. And continuing down, it's going to be Bouncy after his penalty, finishing P4. Mock Mage P5. John does work in P6. Jim just raged in P7. Rage Quit in P8. And Nikki G P9. Midnight in P10, running out our top 10 finishers. And you can see there the rest of the people that finished the race. So
Yeah,
that was just a interesting backwards race. We didn't expect any of
yeah.
the top four to be there.
Except
Well,
Angry Shadow.
other than Angry, yeah.
We all love Angry Shadow hype train. Yeah, no, I mean JT it was a different race for Tier 5. Like
It was.
it was a there was actually some brain power being used in this race. And no, I'm really proud of Tier 5. That was a really good race. I mean, there were a few spins, but I mean that happens. It's a tough track with traction.
Right.
But yeah, they were able to battle with DRS well. They used battery better than I've ever seen them use it. Yeah, it was really smart race between them. There was no crazy incidents. Maybe lap one.
Yeah,
we're
I
gonna see
mean,
footage of that in the incident submission.
we'll see
But
that.
no safety cars. That's a huge race from Tier 5.
100%. I absolutely loved every moment of that race, and I can tell that well, maybe not every moment because we had a bit of a stalemate there in the middle, but I can tell that everyone had a lot of fun driving in it. There was a lot of people who just nobody gave up other than Dutch Raven, and because that was like 2 laps out.
I think both Williams were the ones that gave up.
Yeah, the only people who gave up were my teammates. So I'll talk to
Come
them
on,
after. But
come on, Punchu. Get your team.
anyways,
No, I'm
that's
kidding.
gonna be
Yeah.
it for Tier 5. Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. Any last words, Dreams?
No, looking forward to Jeddah next week. It was a really good race from Tier 5, and if Tilla's in chat, I'll have a haircut next week, so you can talk about that. All right.
See y'all. Have a good one. Make sure to tune in to Tier 4. Ciao.